This SUV is super focused, and that is what makes it good. You're not buying an SUV like this for flashiness or show off or to go to the top of the mountain off-roading.
Used SUV prices are rising fast, and the smartest buyers are grabbing the most reliable models now, before 2026 drives the market even higher. In this video, we're breaking down 7 used SUVs that consistently deliver long-term durability, low maintenance costs, and real-world value. These aren't guesses or hype picks. These are proven vehicles that mechanics trust and owners keep for hundreds of thousands of miles. If you want a used SUV that won't let you down, this list is your head start. Number 7. Toyota Highlander, 2016 to 2019. If you're searching for a used SUV that delivers long-term dependability, smooth performance, and a genuinely stress-free ownership experience, the 2016 to 2019 Toyota Highlander is one of the smartest buys you can make before 2026. This generation hits the perfect balance between modern features and old-school Toyota durability, long before newer models added complexity, higher repair costs, and more electronics that can fail over time. These years are widely considered the Highlander's sweet spot, combining reliability, safety, and strong resale value in one package. The biggest reason people prioritize this generation is the proven 3.5-liter V6 engine, paired with Toyota's intuitive, no-nonsense driving feel. After 2017, the Highlander upgraded the V6 to a direct injection version with an 8-speed automatic transmission, offering better acceleration and much smoother highway performance. Despite the added gears, the transmission has remained one of the most reliable in its segment, with very few long-term issues reported even past 150,000 miles. Owners frequently praise the powertrain for feeling almost unchanged after years of daily use, something you simply don't hear about in many competing SUVs. Maintenance is inexpensive, parts are widely available, and Toyota's build philosophy keeps repair costs predictable. Oil changes, brakes, filters, and general wear items rarely put a dent in your wallet. The only common issue sometimes noted in higher mileage models is water pump seepage, which is inexpensive to fix when caught early. Other than that, the Highlander from this era avoids the more complex problems seen in German SUVs or earlier crossovers with experimental transmissions. Mechanics consistently call it a buy-and-forget vehicle because it behaves exactly the same on year 8 as it did on day 1, smooth, composed, and dependable. Inside, the Highlander offers a quiet, comfortable cabin with excellent road trip practicality. Even older models feel modern thanks to Toyota's smart layout, supportive seats, and good visibility. Families love it for the flexible seating, and those who prefer a quieter driving experience appreciate its minimal cabin noise. If you want a used SUV that won't fatigue you on long drives, these years of the Highlander are genuinely hard to beat. Cargo space is generous, and the powertrain easily handles passengers, luggage, and steep terrain without losing breath. When it comes to trims, the XLE and Limited models offer the best value for most buyers. The XLE is the perfect balance of affordability and features. Leather seats, a sunroof, a power liftgate, navigation, and Toyota's safety systems. Limited trims add premium touches without drastically increasing long-term maintenance costs. The hybrid version is also a smart buy, offering outstanding fuel economy and Toyota's unmatched hybrid reliability record. Before buying, check for regular maintenance records, Make sure the transmission shifts smoothly, and inspect tires and brakes. Normal wear items on any used SUV. If the vehicle comes from a cold weather state, a quick check underneath for surface rust is helpful. Though Highlanders typically age extremely well in this regard, overall, the 2016 to 2019 Highlander stands out because it simply does everything well without drama. It's comfortable, reliable, easy to service, and built to last well beyond 200,000 miles. If your goal is to buy a used SUV before 2026 that will still feel dependable a decade from now, this Highlander generation is one of the safest, smartest, and most future-proof choices you can make. Number 6. Honda Pilot, 2017 to 2019. The 2017 to 2019 Honda Pilot is one of the most well-rounded used SUVs you can buy before 2026, especially if you want something spacious, comfortable, and reliable without paying luxury brand prices. These model years mark a turning point for the Pilot. Honda refined its powertrain, improved interior comfort, and smoothed out earlier transmission concerns, creating a family-friendly SUV that's just as dependable on long road trips as it is in daily driving. This generation is often called Honda's practical masterpiece because it does everything quietly and consistently without the typical headaches that come with aging SUVs. At the heart of the Pilot is Honda's legendary 3.5-liter V6 engine, a motor that has proven itself for decades. Smooth, strong, and surprisingly fuel-efficient for its size, this V6 delivers well over 200,000 miles with only routine maintenance. Many mechanics prefer Honda's V6 engines over anything else in the segment due to their near-flawless track record and low operating costs. Parts are affordable, repairs are straightforward, and the engine responds well even as mileage climbs into six figures. For buyers who want long-term peace of mind, this powertrain is one of the best in the used SUV world. A major discussion point with the Pilot is the transmission. Earlier years of this generation included a 6-speed automatic, while higher trims offered a 9-speed. By 2017, Honda had addressed many of the early shift quality issues, and the updated versions are significantly smoother and more reliable. The 6-speed is considered the bulletproof option, simple, predictable, and ideal for drivers who prioritize longevity over fancy gearing. The 9-speed became much better after its software refinements, offering improved highway cruising and responsive acceleration. As long as the previous owner kept up with fluid changes, the transmission in these years is rarely a problem. Inside the cabin, the Pilot shines with comfort, space, and usability. The 3-row layout is genuinely practical, not a cramped afterthought like in many mid-size SUVs. Adults can sit comfortably in the second row, and even the third row is usable for shorter trips. The seats are supportive, visibility is excellent, and the driving position feels natural for long-distance cruising. Cargo capacity is exceptional, especially with the third row folded down, making it a favorite among travelers, outdoor enthusiasts, and anyone who regularly hauls gear. In terms of trims, the EXL hits the sweet spot for most buyers. It comes with leather, a power tailgate, upgraded audio, and key tech features without pushing the price too high. The Touring and Elite trims add more luxury touches and the 9-speed transmission, making them great if you want a premium feel without sacrificing reliability. Even the base LX is solid, thanks to Honda's foundational engineering quality. As with any used SUV, make sure the service records are complete. Pilots from this era benefit from regular oil changes, transmission fluid replacements, and timely brake service. It's also a good idea to check the rear shocks and engine mounts, as they can show wear past 80,000 to 100,000 miles. Simple fixes, but worth noting. Otherwise, the Pilot ages extremely well and has very few recurring mechanical complaints. The reason the 2017 to 2019 Pilot is a buy before 2026 model comes down to rising demand. As new SUV prices increase and families prioritize longevity over flashy tech, dependable mid-size models like the Pilot are already becoming harder to find in good condition at reasonable prices. The combination of reliability, capability, space, and comfort makes this generation one of the safest long-term purchases in the used market. Number 5. Lexus RX 350, 2015 to 2019. If you want a used SUV that feels luxurious, drives effortlessly, and still lasts longer than most brand-new vehicles being sold today, the 2015 to 2019 Lexus RX 350 is one of the smartest purchases you can make before 2026. This generation solidified the RX as the benchmark for long-term luxury ownership. Smooth, quiet, reliable, and shockingly inexpensive to maintain compared to German rivals. Even with higher mileage, the RX 350 holds its value because buyers trust its reputation more than nearly any other luxury SUV on the market. The heart of the RX 350's long-term success is its legendary 3.5-liter V6 engine. Lexus has perfected this engine over multiple generations, and by the time the 2015 to 2019 model years arrived, it was refined to near mechanical perfection. Owners consistently report trouble-free performance well beyond 200,000 miles with only basic servicing. There are no chronic weaknesses, no expensive surprises, and no major redesign flaws. The engine is paired with a smooth-shifting 8-speed automatic transmission in most trims, providing a quiet, relaxed driving experience that feels premium even years later. Where the RX truly separates itself is in reliability. Luxury SUVs often become money pits as they age. Air suspensions fail, electronics glitch, and complex turbocharged engines start showing wear. None of that applies here. Lexus engineered the RX 350 to avoid the fragile components that plague its competitors. There's no air suspension, no twin-turbo system, no intricate drivetrain needing special treatment. Instead, you get a time-tested V6, durable components, and electronics that rarely malfunction. Mechanics regularly say the RX is the only luxury SUV they'd buy for themselves. Inside, the RX 350 offers one of the quietest cabins in its class. The materials feel expensive, the seating is plush, and the isolation from road noise makes every drive relaxing. Even older models maintain their premium feel because Lexus interiors age gracefully. Soft touch materials don't peel, leather upholstery holds up remarkably well, and fit and finish remains solid. If you want a used SUV that still feels upscale years after leaving the showroom, this generation of the RX delivers that experience consistently. Driving comfort is another major strength. The suspension is tuned for smoothness, not sportiness, which suits the RX perfectly. It absorbs bumps effortlessly and glides over rough pavement without transmitting vibrations into the cabin. Long highway drives feel effortless, and the V6 provides ample power for merging or passing without straining. It's a calm, confident vehicle that prioritizes refinement over aggressive handling. And, for most buyers, that's exactly what makes it so appealing. Trim selection is straightforward. The standard RX 350 comes well equipped, but the premium and luxury packages add upgraded leather, heated, ventilated seats, and higher-end materials. The F-Sport trim offers a slightly firmer ride and sportier looks, but from a reliability standpoint, the standard RX 350 is the ideal pick. The hybrid version, RX 450h, is also exceptional for buyers who want extra fuel efficiency without sacrificing durability. Toyota, Lexus hybrids routinely exceed 250,000 miles with minimal issues. Before purchasing, the main things to check are regular oil changes, brake wear, and the condition of the cooling system. Routine maintenance items, nothing more. Unlike many luxury SUVs, the RX 350 does not have expensive failure points lurking underneath. This predictability is why its resale value stays unusually high, and why good examples tend to sell quickly in the used market. The 2015 to 2019 RX 350 is a buy before 2026 recommendation because demand for dependable luxury vehicles is rising. With new SUV prices increasing and more shoppers prioritizing comfort plus longevity, used RX models are becoming harder to find in clean condition. If you want a luxurious SUV that feels new, drives like new, and lasts like a Toyota, this generation of the RX 350 belongs at the top of your shopping list. Number 4. Toyota 4Runner, 2014 to 2019. The 2014 to 2019 Toyota 4Runner is one of the last truly old-school SUVs left on the market. A rugged, body-on-frame machine that prioritizes durability over trends and mechanical longevity over flashy tech. If you want a used SUV that will still feel solid 15 years from now, this generation of the 4Runner is one of the safest, strongest buys you can make before 2026. It has become a rare example of an SUV whose value is actually increasing with age, simply because nothing else is built like it anymore. At the core of the 4Runner's reputation is its naturally aspirated 4.0-liter V6 engine paired with a 5-speed automatic transmission. On paper, it sounds outdated. In the real world, it's nearly indestructible. This is one of the most reliable powertrains Toyota has ever built, capable of 300,000 miles and beyond with routine maintenance. No turbochargers, no high-pressure injection systems, no dual-clutch complications, just a simple, proven setup that keeps going decade after decade. When you talk to mechanics, many will tell you that the 4Runner is the closest thing to a forever SUV still sold today. Because this is a true body-on-frame SUV, it handles tough conditions that would destroy typical crossovers. Dirt roads, steep hills, snow, sand, rocky terrain, none of it bothers the 4Runner. TRD Off-Road and TRD Pro trims add crawl control, locking differentials, and upgraded suspension components that elevate its capability even further. But even the base SR5 can handle serious off-road use. Yet despite all of its ruggedness, the 4Runner remains surprisingly comfortable on pavement, thanks to Toyota's careful tuning and the overall simplicity of the chassis. One of the biggest reasons buyers are flocking to this generation is reliability consistency. There's no major weak point, no recurring expensive failure, no complicated electrical system waiting to surprise you. Regular oil changes, brake replacements, and fluid checks are typically all you need. The 4Runner's frame, drivetrain, and suspension components are built to withstand far harsher treatment than the average owner will ever give it. Even higher mileage models, 150,000 to 200,000 miles, tend to drive just as predictably as lower mileage ones. The interior design from 2014 to 2019 is functional rather than futuristic, but that's exactly why it ages well. Big buttons, durable materials, straightforward layout, everything is built to survive years of use without peeling, cracking, or malfunctioning. The seats are supportive, visibility is excellent, and the square cargo area is extremely practical. The 4Runner's cabin prioritizes longevity over trends, and buyers who want something dependable appreciate that honesty. From a resale standpoint, the 4Runner might be the strongest vehicle in the entire used SUV market. Older models routinely sell for shockingly high prices, sometimes more than new ones when inventory is tight. This is why 2026 is a key year. As demand continues to rise and new SUVs become even more complex, clean 4Runners from this generation will only get more expensive. It's one of the few vehicles in the world where depreciation barely exists. When inspecting a used 4Runner, the main items to check are frame condition, especially in snowbelt states, suspension bushings, and tires. Normal wear items for a vehicle capable of real off-road use. Look for service records and confirm regular fluid changes, particularly for the transmission and differentials. But as long as the previous owner performed basic maintenance, you're unlikely to encounter issues. The 2014 to 2019 Toyota 4Runner is a buy before 2026 model, simply because nothing else offers its combination of ruggedness, simplicity, and long-term reliability. It's a rare SUV that feels like it was built to outlast its owners. If you want something that can handle anything and still run flawlessly well past 250,000 miles, this generation of the 4Runner deserves a top spot on your list. Number 3. Subaru Outback, 2017 to 2019. The 2017 to 2019 Subaru Outback is one of the most capable, versatile, and dependable used SUVs you can buy before 2026, especially if you want a practical vehicle that handles harsh weather, long highway drives, and rough terrain without sacrificing comfort or fuel efficiency. These model years represent a major refinement of Subaru engineering, offering updated safety features, improved engines, and more durable components compared to earlier generations. For buyers who want real-world utility without the bulk of a traditional SUV, this Outback hits a perfect balance. A major reason the 2017 to 2019 Outback stands out is its full-time symmetrical all-wheel drive system, Subaru's signature technology. Unlike part-time AWD systems in many crossovers, Subaru's setup works continuously, giving you instant grip on dirt, snow, rain, gravel, or steep inclines. This makes the Outback an ideal used purchase for drivers in areas with unpredictable weather, or for anyone who wants stability and sure-footed handling in everyday conditions. The AWD system is simple, durable, and requires less maintenance than many competing systems. These years also arrived after Subaru resolved earlier engine issues that affected pre-2015 models. By 2017, the Outback came with two proven engine options: the 2.5-liter four-cylinder and the 3.6-liter six-cylinder. The 2.5-liter is more fuel-efficient and perfectly adequate for most drivers, while the 3.6-liter adds smoother acceleration and extra power for towing or mountain driving. Both engines are well regarded for longevity when properly maintained. Subaru refined the timing components, improved combustion efficiency, and enhanced engine cooling, leading to much better high-mileage durability than older models. A key point buyers often ask about is the CVT transmission. Subaru made notable improvements to the CVT during these years, including better internal lubrication, stronger belts, and updated software. As a result, the 2017 to 2019 CVT is far more reliable than earlier versions. Many owners report smooth operation well past 100,000 miles, and with routine fluid changes, the CVT continues to perform consistently. The idea that all Subaru CVTs are risky is outdated. This generation corrected those early concerns. Inside, the Outback offers a spacious, quiet cabin with excellent visibility. The seats are comfortable for long drives, and the elevated ground clearance gives the vehicle a confident presence without feeling oversized. Subaru's EyeSight Safety Suite, standard on many trims, adds adaptive cruise control, lane keeping, and forward collision protection, which were significantly improved in these years. The infotainment system received better graphics, faster response times, and more intuitive controls, making even older models feel modern and easy to use. Cargo space is one of the Outback's strongest advantages. The long, flat load floor and wide rear hatch make it easy to carry camping gear, luggage, tools, or sports equipment. For many buyers, the Outback offers the practicality of a larger SUV, but with much better fuel economy and smoother drive-in dynamics. This is one of the reasons it attracts outdoor enthusiasts, families, and commuters alike. When shopping for a used Outback, the main items to inspect are wheel bearings, suspension components, and CVT fluid condition, typical wear items, not red flags. Subaru engines also benefit from regular oil changes due to their boxer design. Models with complete service records tend to last exceptionally long, with many owners reporting 200,000 miles or more. The 2017 to 2019 Outback is a buy before 2026 SUV because demand for reliable AWD crossovers is increasing, and many buyers are now prioritizing long-term dependability over brand-new technology. As the newer Outback generations become more expensive and more complex electronically, these older models, simple, proven, and highly capable, are becoming the preferred choice among used buyers. Finding a clean, low-mileage example is already getting harder, and prices are beginning to rise. If you want a dependable, all-weather, comfortable SUV that doesn't break the bank and holds its value extremely well, the 2017 to 2019 Subaru Outback is one of the smartest used purchases you can make before 2026. Number 2. Toyota RAV4, 2016 to 2018. The 2016 to 2018 Toyota RAV4 represents one of the safest, smartest used SUV purchases you can make before 2026. These years mark the end of an extremely reliable generation, one that perfected Toyota's formula for practicality, efficiency, and long-term durability. As newer RAV4 models become more complex and expensive, buyers are turning back to these earlier models because they offer something rare: simple engineering, predictable maintenance costs, and an ownership experience that feels hassle-free for well over a decade. The standout feature of this generation is its 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, paired with a smooth 6-speed automatic transmission. This combination is widely regarded as one of the most reliable powertrains Toyota has ever produced. There are no turbochargers, no complicated hybrid batteries to maintain, unless you choose the hybrid version, and no overly sensitive components that wear out quickly. Instead, you get a powertrain that easily lasts 200,000 to 250,000 miles, with routine oil changes and basic care. Mechanics frequently rank the 2016 to 2018 RAV4 among the most worry-free SUVs in the used market. This generation is also known for its outstanding fuel economy, consistently delivering real-world MPG numbers that make it ideal for daily commuting, long road trips, and city driving alike. Whether you choose the standard model or the RAV4 hybrid, fuel costs remain low over the long term. The hybrid option is especially appealing. Toyota's hybrid system is the most dependable in the industry, and many owners report extremely high mileage with minimal battery degradation. The hybrid typically offers better power delivery and even lower running costs, making it one of the most underrated used hybrids in the market. Inside, the 2016 to 2018 RAV4 focuses on comfort, practicality, and ergonomics. The seats are supportive, the cabin layout is simple and intuitive, and the materials hold up extremely well over time. Even older models tend to look clean and modern because Toyota used durable interior finishes that resist wear. The cargo area is one of the most generous in the compact SUV class, making the RAV4 perfect for families, travelers, and anyone who regularly carries luggage, boxes, or equipment. Fold down the rear seats, and the flat-load floor becomes incredibly useful for weekend projects or road trips. On the road, the RAV4 offers a smooth and predictable driving experience. It's not designed to be sporty. It's built for comfort, stability, and confidence. The steering feel is light but accurate, and the suspension absorbs bumps nicely, making it an excellent daily driver. The reliability of the suspension and steering components is another major advantage. They rarely fail prematurely, keeping long-term ownership costs lower than most competitors. In terms of trims, the XLE is the sweet spot, offering the best combination of features and value. It includes upgraded interior materials, key safety features, dual-zone climate control, and a range of comfort improvements. The limited trim adds a more premium feel, while the SE trim brings sportier styling. Hybrid trims add efficiency without sacrificing performance or reliability. Before buying, the main things to check are brakes, tires, and general maintenance history, typical used vehicle wear items. Some models may show minor interior rattles or early signs of trim wear, but mechanically, the 2016 to 2018 RAV4 has no significant recurring issues. Its simplicity is a big part of why it's so beloved. Fewer complicated parts means fewer unexpected repairs. Demand for this generation is rising because used car shoppers want something durable, fuel-efficient, and affordable. As new RAV4 prices increase and hybrid models become even more desirable, used prices for these specific years are climbing. Many buyers prefer these models over newer ones because they are easier and cheaper to maintain. If you're looking for a used SUV that feels nearly bulletproof, has excellent resale value, and delivers a stress-free ownership experience, The 2016 to 2018 Toyota RAV4 is one of the smartest purchases you can make before 2026. Number 1. Lexus GX 460, 2014 to 2019. The 2014 to 2019 Lexus GX 460 is one of the most overbuilt, long-lasting, and reliable used SUVs in the world. Period. It stands alone as a luxury SUV engineered with the durability of a truck designed for extreme conditions. If you want a vehicle that blends comfort, capability, and longevity in a way modern SUVs simply can't match, the GX 460 is the ultimate buy before 2026 choice. Prices continue to rise because the market has realized something important. Nothing today is built quite like a GX anymore. At its core, the GX 460 is a true body-on-frame SUV based on the global Toyota Land Cruiser Prado platform. That means heavy-duty construction, real off-road hardware, and a structural design meant to survive conditions far more intense than anything most owners will ever put it through. It's not just an SUV, it's a luxury tank in disguise. People buy these vehicles for mountain travel, rough terrain, towing, long-distance overlanding, and daily commuting, and it handles every one of those roles with the same calm, predictable confidence. The engine is a major part of the GX legend, a naturally aspirated 4.6-liter V8 that is as smooth as it is durable. This engine is widely known to reach 300,000 to 400,000 miles, with only routine maintenance. There are no turbos to fail, no complex hybrid systems to worry about, and no fragile modern components that deteriorate with age. The V8 delivers a relaxed driving feel, plenty of torque, and a quiet, refined tone that reinforces the GX's luxury identity. Even when towing or climbing steep grades, the engine rarely feels stressed. The 6-speed automatic transmission is equally reliable. It shifts smoothly, handles heavy loads with ease, and requires minimal maintenance beyond fluid changes. This combination of a V8 and a traditional proven transmission is one of the main reasons buyers view the GX as a long-term investment rather than a typical used SUV purchase. Inside the cabin, the GX 460 offers luxury that ages gracefully. Soft leather, solid switchgear, and tight build quality make older models still feel premium. Lexus interiors are famous for outlasting their competitors, and the GX is a perfect example. No peeling trim, no electronic nightmares, no rattling panels. Even after years of use, the cabin remains quiet, comfortable, and composed. The high driving position offers excellent visibility, and the seats are built for long-distance comfort. Off-road capability is another area where the GX stands far above anything else in the luxury segment. With full-time four-wheel drive, a low-range transfer case, a locking center differential, and exceptionally robust suspension components, the GX can handle terrain that would stop most SUVs instantly. Yet despite its rugged capability, it remains smooth and refined on pavement thanks to Lexus tuning and high-quality components. It's a rare blend that few vehicles achieve. Maintenance costs for the GX are surprisingly reasonable. While it is a luxury SUV, it uses Toyota-grade components that are affordable and widely available. Independent shops can service it easily, and most repairs are straightforward because the vehicle avoids overly complex engineering. The main wear items to inspect are suspension bushings, exhaust components in rust-prone areas, and the rear air suspension on certain trims. However, none of these issues are major concerns when the vehicle has been maintained properly. Resale value is another major strength. The GX 460 is one of the slowest depreciating vehicles in North America. Some buyers are shocked to see older models selling for nearly the same price they paid years earlier. As demand for rugged, reliable SUVs increases and new models become more tech-heavy, the older GX has become even more desirable. The 2014 to 2019 Lexus GX 460 is the perfect example of a vehicle built for life, not just for leasing. If you want a used SUV that will outlast trends, survive extreme use, and deliver a luxury experience for decades, there is simply nothing else like it. Buying a GX before 2026 is a smart move. By then, clean examples will only be harder to find and more expensive. Before you start shopping for your next SUV, remember this. The used market is changing faster than ever. Prices are rising, demand is climbing, and the models that offer true long-term value are becoming harder to find every year. That's why the SUVs in this list stand out. They're proven, reliable, affordable to maintain, and built to give you years of trouble-free driving without constant repairs or expensive surprises. As you look around, focus on clean service records, careful ownership history, and the mileage sweet spots that keep long-term costs low. These 7 SUVs have something rare in today's market: predictability. Whether you want durability, comfort, capability, or just a smart financial choice, each vehicle here delivers exactly what it promises. If you've owned any of these models, or you're planning to buy one soon, share your experience or your questions below. Your insights help others make smarter decisions. And if you want a breakdown of more used SUVs worth grabbing before prices climb even higher, let me know. I can build that list next.